Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Hello, Chair. Yo! Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. This is what we do every Monday through Friday, 9:15, until we decide to leave, y'all.
Is it really until we decide to leave or until Shan be like,
And until we decide to leave, y'all. I don't like y'all attitude. Anyway,
nobody likes you at all?
so today is a sober day for me. I really appreciate my soberness for today. Yeah.
Not only do you appreciate it, but we appreciate it too, because you can't handle your liquor. I mean, you can't handle your champagne. It wasn't even liquor. I finished off like 2 of those 3 bottles.
You did not.
Okay, 1.5.
Right.
I was on one. I'm like, this is good champagne.
Right.
No, you wasn't on nothing. You was off. It took him 15 minutes to get out my car. I'm like, dude, get out my car.
Oh, you the one who took me on? What's up?
I'm the one who took you on. Not like that.
All of this happened before 12?
No, before
About
1.
12:15. 12:15.
Before 1. Before 1. I got home by 1:15, 1:30.
See, that's a good time then.
Maybe I got out the car at 1:15.
I'm sitting up here like, you pull up in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
You like,
You know what I mean? I'm like, so you gonna get out?
Yeah.
He like,
got you running your gas, wasting your gas.
at $4.69 that I paid this morning.
Okay, so shout out to Britt because I actually started going to Sheets. After she told me about Sheets on the morning show, I started going to Sheets, and the last time I paid for gas was like I think it was 17.
Okay,
17.
help us out, because I don't know what
it's a
Sheets
cheap
is.
gas station. It's a gas station. So they're supposed to have cheaper gas.
Okay.
She's a cheap.
They supposed to have cheaper gas.
Yeah, cheaper gas, and I've noticed that it's been lasting me longer.
Okay.
So I've been going there, and it's not too far from me. About 7 minutes from me, so it's not like I'm going out of the way just to catch the cheaper price. So it's been working versus $4.34 and $4.70 and
You need to put your mic up a little bit.
Who are you talking to? Because I can hear.
Thank you.
I mean, I can hear. But
I can hear her.
Thank
and
you.
So
I didn't think that was far away.
417.
Yes, 417 Sheets.
Where's the Sheets at?
So the one that I go to is on 12 in Mound.
Okay.
So yeah,
Near the Meyer?
Yeah, not too far.
Not too
like
far
over
from the
in
Meyer?
there. Yep. So
do it be crowded?
yeah, but they have like up to 20 pumps. So
Okay.
people be kind of in and out. They got self-checkout going on in there where you're able to kind of check out your own stuff if you don't want to wait in line, which is convenient. They got a food situation on the other side.
A food situation? They got chicken tenders.
They do.
I know. That's the only reason why you know it's a food situation in there. Like, we know you.
Listen, don't have nothing gourmet. Nothing gourmet. Just a little chicken tender. But, yeah, so shout out to Britt. Sheets for the win.
I may have to check that out because I haven't even used my BJ's card, but and I just don't feel like I'm gonna save driving to BJ's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only at 12 mile and 75, so that's not that far from the crib. But these gas price and gassing.
That it's funny because at BJ's they were cheaper too.
Yeah,
I think it was like was it 407? I think it was for BJ's.
Okay, then maybe I need to stop bullshit.
Yeah. I think it's one right there at 12 and John R.
Yeah.
Okay.
12 and 75, which is right up the freeway for me.
Yeah, so
Only 5 miles,
it's worth it. Yeah.
What'd you say?
It's only like 5 miles from you.
Yeah, it's worth
Literally,
it.
it's 6
Okay.
or 5.5.
Okay.
I mean,
But
I'm just saying, you
it's
always
worth
want to
it,
correct
though.
people.
She like, let me live.
Let me live. It's a half a mile down to Quinder, a half a mile up Nevada.
It's worth it to me. Like anytime you can save,
Praise
that couple
God.
dollars can go towards something else that you're gonna need later on in the week. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I haven't been able to go through a week without just filling up one. So it'll be able to put you something towards the next one. So count your blessings.
Okay.
Amen. Count your blessings.
Yes. Shout out to Dorian. Where was that at?
Shout out to
He said he paid $4.19 this morning.
Okay, that's what's up.
where? You know, share the information
That
because I
part.
can't see you.
Yeah.
I don't see no comments. So
No, try to refresh.
On the west side of Joy and Greenfield, they got good prices. Too.
I'm never going on the west side on Jordan Greenfield.
It's a little risque. Be
I'm
careful
just saying,
with
like,
your
what
gas.
am I doing
station.
over there besides shooting the prom send off? Because literally the prom send off, I was on Joy
Really?
Road.
See,
Shout out to
should've got
prom
gas.
season. Shout out to prom season.
anywhere near Dearborn is prices a little cheaper for sure.
Okay.
Now, is anyone suspicious though about how gas don't smell like gas anymore? Like I don't smell it as potent as it was before.
Now I should be suspicious because I usually smell gas.
You see what I'm saying? And I usually
love the
like the smell.
sniffings.
Me too. I like the smell of gas. It's weird, I know, but I like the smell.
No,
and
it's
I don't
not weird.
smell it as. He's like, it's me too. I don't smell it as much as I did. So I'm like, is this fake gas? Because it's burning a little bit too fast.
Okay.
Before I started going to Sheets.
Okay.
You say, so she's got gas smell and cheaper prices.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it
You
burns
can't
slow.
beat it. So you would think I'm advocating for them.
I'm like shit. Cause my sheets don't do all that. My sheets don't.
Those sheets probably don't even work.
My sheets ain't been used. My sheets is strictly for sleeping.
Well,
Okay. that part.
Shout out to the real street sheets.
Shout out to
7
the
miles
real.
between Hubble and Greenfield. It's the hood.
Okay.
Why is it hot in here?
Go early.
Because it's hot outside. Maybe.
Yes.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's not even
It's-
70 degrees yet.
That's true.
I don't know. Maybe because the equipment on. I don't know.
Okay.
I just told
It's
Chaney.
63.
I just told Chaney this would be a day it would be warmer in here.
Mm-hmm.
And normally it don't. So it normally chilly.
Yep.
Normally chilly. But
So what you gotta say?
nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay.
You look
It's July.
you look kind of cute today.
I always look cute.
That you going
I mean,
too
that-
far.
I love
No,
the colors in the blazer.
You
I'm not going too far. I'm going just the amount of distance I'm supposed to be going.
Okay.
And if you say I look kind of cute, I'm gonna take that
Listen,
drive
'cause this-
cause I do look cute.
Look at this.
I mean, look. I don't know about all that. Look.
I like the color of the blazer.
Thank you.
It's popping.
Yeah, the blazer is
It's
popping.
giving.
This
It's
is
summer.
giving-
It's giving. It's time to pop out with y'all colors.
Let me figure this out with my hair. I
It's
don't know what's
giving,
going on.
I need some gas.
if that works, I mean, shit. Let me take the blazer off.
Hey, you
I
saw
really
what
need- I super need gas.
Super duper duper need gas.
Because I woke up with $16 in my bank account. I swear I thought I had more money than that.
Listen,
I'm like, I just be swiping.
it's okay. And then
I'm like Dora the Explorer.
so do you guys prefer cash or do you guys like the card? Because for me,
I like the money. I
I like the card because for me, I just feel like if I have the money physically in my hand, I'm gonna spend it.
Well,
Because I see that every time I open up my purse versus the card. Like I gotta swipe it or take it out or type in a PIN, and then a notification come up on my phone. So now I know that that's deducted from.
what? The notification that say you got less than $50 in your account because you done swiped too much over the weekend? Oh, or is it just me?
Listen,
It
shout
might
out
be
to the
everybody.
Memorial Weekend.
It might be
yeah.
everybody.
But to be honest with you, the funny part
Okay.
about what you said was I told myself that I would keep cash because cash, I know what I have in hand and what I can spend.
Right.
So Saturday, I go get $80 because that was my allowance for like a few days.
Yeah.
And then I went
He said,
to
"Let the girls
Arby's
out."
Okay.
and I spent $70. So
And Arby's?
Arby's. So I'm like, why did I waste the gas money
Yeah,
to go to the
Arby's
bank?
is supposed to be saving.
I mean, I did save. I got
so you got a
sausage
lot for
and
70.
salmon and
Okay.
I mean, like I'm a Audi girl.
Okay.
I'm an Audi
They
girl.
say it's good stuff there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good stuff. I'm just being more cautious when I purchase things.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
As far as what's in it, how it's been treated. So I'm really watching out. Shout out to.
So what have you learned?
I've learned there's sugar in everything.
No shit.
Yeah, there's sugar in everything.
So I saw this
Sponsorship.
video that they were saying about is no such thing as good sugar. Like even the one that comes from
The cane.
fruit. Yeah, or fruit. It's no such thing as good sugar.
I can agree to a certain degree, but your body.
Well, I use raw sugar, but it's not.
Yeah, because it's like they were saying that your body pretty much can't decipher if it's good sugar or bad sugar. They're just all gonna categorize it as just sugar. Period. You want the end of this? I just wiped off the cameras with it.
No, I just want to. I don't
Okay.
want to mess up the table. Ain't nobody gonna accuse me of. Like she put her name on the table, so she just want to. It's gonna be a big water bubble right where I sit every
You like,
week.
I made me a coaster.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
I'm trying to be respectful.
She made a poster.
That's
You
real.
just-
I be
it's a
trying to be respectful.
paper coaster.
Miles make it hard.
Actually, this table like you be coated because liquor was spilled on it yesterday. Wine, champagne was spilled yesterday on it.
You remember that?
But it looks nice.
He
though.
like liquor. No, but he don't
Listen,
remember how he got home.
Exactly. Listen, the most important part of the day, everything be good. Like once you realize that it's just kind of in a certain area and it ain't over with the equipment, you like, oh, it's just a spill. Just wipe it up, So
If you wipe it up quick, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
Right.
I
for
learned
sure.
that.
Wow.
And with the surface of this, it kind of just wipes right off.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the same here. So
He's like, I
only
see that.
I'm the only fan of the Rise and Grind morning show this
Now I see
morning.
Andre Bradley.
Shout out to my cousin.
That's your cousin.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out.
At least your family do pay attention to you.
They do.
You're gonna
You're gonna die. I mean, Jesus Christ, where did that come from?
know for real.
Jesus Christ died too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, what is this? A scary movie?
Dwayne,
Like,
are you about to call in and explain why you said that?
I feel like I watch a lot of scary movies with King, right?
Okay.
And so this feels like the podcasting one.
Say
where
dun,
messages
dun,
just come up, you're gonna die.
And it was the pointing. So
pointing
Obsession was the last one that I saw.
I heard a King took himself to see Obsession last week.
Okay. That was a bit crazy.
D. Jones gave it a 9 out of 10.
It was crazy.
Was it good?
It was it wasn't bad. It was something new for me. Something different because I wouldn't typically go and see those type of movies.
So you went on a date.
Right.
Because I know you ain't take yourself to the movies to see no damn Obsession. You are not King.
Right.
Well, yeah, the movie
Shit.
think like that. See, real quick.
Well,
But yes,
you the
but-
one who said it. It was easy to pick out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But no, yes. So the movie was good. It was kind of crazy though. But
I seen Devil Wears Prada 2 over the weekend. Now, do you think I was on a date?
No, you and King just split with
No, I went with my mama
I don't
and my
think-
friends.
So
because
technically,
the type of
yeah, because that could have been a date.
Great morning,
Good
Yamina.
morning,
It was good
Yamini.
seeing your face in the flesh yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Life is
so
designed for our end.
are we gonna jump right into the topic,
No.
or do you
Big
want to
deal.
hear about what I got going on? You want to hear my hot topics? What y'all want to talk
I
about?
want to hear what you got
Hot
going
topics.
on.
So
Hot
y'all
topics.
wanna-
Life is designed for our. Ooh.
So I do have some hot topics that I thought about when I got home because we used a couple of them yesterday.
Okay.
So shout out to Jonathan Williams. If y'all don't
Okay.
know Jonathan, he done been on my show before.
Yeah.
Great actor. And he was like, I don't want to offend you, but every now and then he sends me a topic. And I'm like, I appreciate that you think that I'm worthy of spreading the word.
Right, that's what's up.
So one of the hot topics that's going on social media right now is the rules about tipping. So there was a viral picture going around of a receipt. Let me see if I can pull it up. I believe the bill was like $169.
Okay.
So no. Okay, so damn. The bill was $612.73.
Ooh. Okay.
So on that, how much would you, if you had a $600 bill, how much would you tip?
$135.
$135 because 20%?
Yeah, about 20%. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say 120. So the listed grat on here, what do you say?
At least 100.
At least 100.
That's fair.
Okay, so
100 not fair.
18% is
That's not-
110.
Yeah.
Okay.
20% is 122, and 22% is 134.
Okay.
Now, the person tipped $9 with a note saying, to everyone acting like tipping rules are written in stone, let's talk about it. I had a $612 dinner, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to leave you $120 just because the total was higher? Same plates were carried, same drinks refilled, same amount of time at the table. But somehow the menu prices decided that the server should be paid more. So I left you $9. That's still real money for a couple of hours of service, but the mood shifted immediately after you guys seen how much I tipped. Then the manager came over talking about industry standards as if that settled the whole debate. Since when does a more expensive meal negates me paying more? And then she goes on and on there.
She was either petty white girl or petty black woman.
Here's the thing, though. I can't say that I disagree with her ideology. Because it was like I gave something, right? Like, I understand that the 18% and the things are determined on how high your bill is, but why is it's because what I want, one, it may not be just a burger and fry, it may be a steak. Why should that affect,
I want to
like
know
you
what the hell
said.
they ate for $600. That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
I
But
would-
I heard
I
if you
wouldn't
went to
have done-
Prime and Proper, you could possibly spend that much.
Yeah, like I
depending
wouldn't
on
have
if you were a
done
group or whatever.
9, but sometimes, like you said, if your bill is already $600, like, and then you are essentially, are you budgeting in $100 extra for a tip?
Well, for one, I feel like if you have $600, you should have $7.
Okay,
Or
so
even
that's, so
$8.
that's how you looking at it?
No, I'm looking at it because I was a server.
Yeah.
Right?
It makes sense,
So
though.
my family, and my mom specifically, said she started tipping better once she realized what I went through as a server. Now, if I am working someplace where you're leaving a $600 tip, then I have trained myself, because that's not easy work. That's
Okay.
carrying plates opposed to carrying something lighter at a hamburger joint. The china is
Okay.
heavier at a high-end restaurant opposed to at an Applebee's.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two is I may not have a runner. I may have to carry that bill, period.
Okay.
But the server's pay is less than minimum wage. I came to this high-end establishment because I wanted a better wage in life. And what you have to go through, properly knowing where the forks go, properly knowing to serve from the left and clear from the right, properly knowing how to say my pleasure, making sure your uniform is ironed. You give nobody is going to pay $600 if I came to the table and my uniform was stained.
Right.
Unlike
Because
somebody at
it's the
Applebee's 8 Mile, they use their shirts to wipe their hands off.
It's the experience essentially is what you're saying. You're getting along with the service, like you said, the china, the greeting, the aesthetics. So I get it.
Well, Chaney, if you walk into a restaurant and you know that it's a high-end restaurant, you need to know you're going to pay a high-end price. And 18 to 22% of tip is average.
That should be that. I don't mind the word standard when you're going into a high-end restaurant or a restaurant.
Facts.
Period.
Facts. I normally pay 22% anyway. No matter where I do, I pay 22%.
Sometimes, I mean, that is true. But then sometimes I do know that grace is given to servers because if the food is not right, you understand that that's the cook and not the server, so you still don't let that experience affect the tip.
People don't realize that.
Okay, so
I don't know how many times I got cussed out because of the cook's mistake. Yeah.
Okay,
and I'll go back and look at the ticket. I go, and then it's
like,
my job, but it is a part of my job to take that. I hate to say abuse, but it is all. I'm front of the house,
right? Because everybody can't go back and talk to the cook, right? So, like you said, you're the front of the house. You got to take that.
You do take it,
yeah. But it's also your job about the camaraderie that you have with your cook. Like most servers, they need to have a camaraderie with their cook. The cook will let you know everything is on there. I did make sure here extra pepper is on the side, but whatever. When I had my establishment, I just had to realize that communication between the cook and the server is a must.
Oh, it is. And in high-end restaurants, it is part of, it was when I was doing it in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It was definitely part of the training.
Right.
You are trained to talk to each other, when to talk to each other. I also tell people, like with our generation, the thick skin, like, some people can't serve because when you walk into a chef's kitchen, you may expect to get cussed out. You are supposed to be afraid of the head chef. You know what I mean? Like that's the
so
head NIGG.
Yeah,
definitely. So do you guys think that person was wrong? I mean, you said you're on the fence.
Yeah, that's a good question though.
$9.
I would give more than 9, but it may not be 100 though.
Okay.
Because what if I only budgeted for that $600 meal? It could be something that I'm doing for a special event, a birthday, an occasion. But I do understand y'all point too. Like if you going out on a regular day or whatever and spending $600, you have 7. It's not something that you're really griping over. So
well, it's not even that. It's just that if you go into a place and you know what type of place it is, either go where you can really afford it and tip somebody the proper tip, or don't go.
Or don't go.
Yeah.
And that's where I am. I have some places that I really want to patronize. I met a server and they said they worked at the townhouse. Now I'm like, what's the happy hour like?
Right.
And he's like, we do have a happy hour. Okay, well I'll catch you at 4.
Okay, I'll see it a little bit.
I got questions.
Yes, we have an answer.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning, y'all. What did they order?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does, because $600 freaking dollars.
Right.
Let me explain something to you. If I'm paying that kind of money, first of all, I already see before I go to any restaurant, I'll Google their menu.
There you go.
I go in and I already know what the amount of money I'm gonna need to spend. So for one, the first question is, why would you go into a restaurant and run up a 600. What did you order? How many drinks were you ordering? Because look, you can get the most expensive thing as far as a food item, and I guarantee you, it's never gonna. Even at a Ruth's Chris, it's never gonna go over $88, right?
Per person, though.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's
now listen, $88 per person. You still under $200.
That's if it's two of y'all at the table, but if it's five of y'all,
but see, and that's why I say you got to look at the semantics of the entire. It's more than just okay. You sat here at the table and ran up a $600 bill. You and another person. It had to be multiple people. Definitely. It had to be alcohol because, believe it or not, restaurants and you should know this. Restaurants make their money off of liquor. They don't make their money off of the food.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Say you and I went out and we ordered $250 shots each, because that's a thing. Some of your higher end whiskey, scotch.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'm just saying, but we.
It must have been a lot of sex before and after.
But the thing is, do you only tip $9, or are you gonna tip $1 per drink as if you was at?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm in the service industry. I'm also in the service industry currently, and so for me, I look. Some people tip. I don't care if they don't tip. For the fact of it is, as long as I'm getting consistent business, I don't worry about too much about that. I don't listen. I don't base anything I'm doing off of the extras. That's like you going to your job and you working overtime and you buying and living like you gonna always have overtime.
Right, but if you work for commission. Yeah. And you was expecting $6,000 and you find out
what did I just tell you? What did I just tell you? I don't expect people to tip. I just don't.
I mean, and
I charge enough that the tipping doesn't matter. So
but when you're a server,
at a high end,
when you're a server, you don't make as much, and you're not setting your own prices.
Well, that's why a lot of high-end restaurants start adding the
gratuity. I agree with that for a party. Now, I'm okay with them adding the gratuity for the party because typically they are doing a lot of back and forth, running and running. People may want things at different times. Cool, but if it's like a one server to like a
3 or 4 people, maybe 2 people.
Or even if
you already include that in the bill because and that's like you say, a lot of restaurants. That's what I'm saying. That $600 sound like the gratuity was either
let's scale it down a little. How about if the bill was $100? How much would you tip?
$15.
$20. Look, I probably give you a dub just because.
The bill total was $612. That was the subtotal. The gratuity was a suggested price. So it was not added in automatically. Now I don't see the full bill. It's just a conversation and it's a hot topic. But
and here's another thing too. If there's multiple people there, y'all didn't ante up. You know, look, as they say, pass the hat. We got to pay this person. Yeah, well, the bill was $600. That sound like some sugar. Look, sound like some sugar factory kind of prices for garbage, right?
Right. But my question is, why does it have to be more details? You know what the total is. What difference does it make if you ordered a bottle? That's all. So okay, that is so. So right now, servers are making $7.25. I kicked something.
Yeah, no, it was.
Well, it's not cheap labor. Everybody know.
It is cheap labor if you accept those terms. Now, you know this, right?
Okay, but wait a minute. So I I that is not. Wait a minute. That is not retarded, because serving has been an industry. The service industry has been going on from the beginning of time. When I was younger, 20 years ago, the wage was $2 because of the amount of tips that a server would make. I need somebody who actually served to come in here, because you getting on my nerves. You're not making sense.
Because listen, if that's up to me, that's the problem with this world. This should only be 4 restaurants, only 2 haberdashers. The only thing when you require a tip, when you feel like you got to make low money to make your money, well, I'm gonna squeeze people what they running around with slip knives, slip shoes, they serving them drinks that they could have literally bought and did they at their own house. So,
Right, you could have literally.
all of that, especially, and that's a business where it's right. Money is the doggone maitre d', the chef, and the owner. And then you're running around like a chef for $7, and then you hoping that somebody's
Why is it a
you can't
hope?
live your life off a hope.
When you go to a
I can't
fast
pay a
food
bill off
restaurant,
of
at a fast food restaurant, they're not giving you no additional service. They're just handing you your bag. So keep eating at fast food restaurants. If you want
You
to
ain't
be,
gotta listen,
if you
even
want
with
your
them,
steak
even with
served,
them,
if you
even
want,
with them.
no, even if you want your steak served, then
I go
you
cook
should
my
be
own
able
steak.
to
That's
pay.
the problem with
Then
America.
go
That's the problem
fucking
with this-
home. Go home.
Right.
Eat
Go home.
Buy $600 worth of groceries and stay your ass at home. That's all I'm saying. You
That's
don't
what I
have to
typically
go
do.
out.
That's what I typically
And
do. I don't
I'm
go out.
happy for you.
I don't
But when
go
people
out. I
start
save
going-
money that way.
I'm sensitive.
You know what I base my time on going out? How much gratuity I feel like spending tonight. Because that's, even if I wanted a beer, I'm still going to tip because I'm in the industry
You
too. Because I
supposed to
know,
tip.
look, but listen.
So it's
you're
mandatory
Right.
anytime
I will
you go
never
out.
work at a restaurant if I don't own it to set the price to where this is going. I don't have to be begging you for whatever. To me, that's goofy. That's just goofy business.
Okay,
It's always
bye.
just goofy business.
Goodbye.
Listen, I understand. Listen, but I'm saying, listen, as an owner operator, I'm in Ann Arbor right now. I'm talking to y'all in Ann Arbor, sitting in the parking lot, right?
Right.
And how much you think I'm gonna charge these people? You think I'm gonna just rely on your tip money, but this is the base price of $40.
But that's
you
a
out your
different.
mind?
But that's a different type of industry. You
It's
compare.
all
You can
service.
no. You
I'm in
but you
customer
compare
service too.
apples and oranges. You are the food. You're not the tip.
Right.
So
Damn right.
the
So
restaurant has
so the
already
food is high as
charged.
hell. The food is high as hell.
Right.
You're
So you already charged for the
and then I'm
service.
cooking it and serving it and presenting it to
But you
right?
do have people who don't know that you are the owner and operator, and they tip you as the driver, right?
No, they all know I own my business.
Okay,
you
well
ain't
then-
calling, you ain't
But-
dealing with an ad man in most cases.
I mean, fucking Uber drivers ask for tips.
Shit,
just
sorry to
saying,
hear
I mean-
that.
I mean,
Is that on top of the tip that's added already on?
Do they already
that's
add
right.
a tip? Is it an automatic
They
tip?
can add a tip, but most
But they
people
don't
won't.
have to.
They
Most
add
people
a
won't.
tip, and
Okay.
then you got the right to deny it or whatever. Is that how it goes?
That's
Chaney, in my business, only the people who really got it. They the ones that tip. Because I have people that be making the look hundreds of thousands. Their ass ain't got
Yeah.
nothing else but what you told them the price was, right?
So
and then you got some people that be like, here nigga, here nigga,
Yeah.
here a little $50 extra.
Do you feel like the difference should be made with servers when it's either happy hour or just a rush crowd?
I think
do you
it should
think
just
that
be,
that's where the tip should more so
it
come
should
in?
be
If it's
based off your bill. I mean, it doesn't. I don't care.
not servers, but just be. So it should be mandatory.
If you go
Tipping.
over and beyond, that is
Yeah.
on the person. But I do believe in industry standards.
Okay.
$600 bill, irregardless, like I said before, it's irrelevant. $9 is an insult. I don't care. You can't mansplain that away. For the simple fact of it is, clearly there was more than 2 people there, and to me, that's being disingenuous to the server, and then the business itself should not have. Listen, I'm gonna cut y'all off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't cut a person off because you don't know that they're gonna give you a $9 tip.
And then look,
You don't know
and
that.
if it was a black person, if it was more than 4 people, I'm a little concerned. We may have to lock the door.
Well, bye, Dorian.
I'm just saying. All right, so
Thank you. Thank you for calling. So, I know Tajma and I worked together for a long time in the industry. So Tajma say she's tripping on the word begging. In the food industry, you come to a restaurant and the restaurant doesn't come to you.
Yeah, and I can agree with that.
Ringing? What's that? Okay.
Yeah. So she also said I've received $300 on a $600 bill. He tripping. And I just feel like, some people they will pay for convenience. They will pay for good service because you're not getting that everywhere. So some people have their places where they frequent because it's good service.
Right.
Because they know that they're going to get taken care of, and they start to build a rapport with either the servers or the bartender and things like that. So some people will pay.
So I'm going to suggest Lake Be Everywhere is going to suggest to those of you who want to go out and eat, factor in your tip. If you're budgeting on a budget, I think you should stay at home.
So do you feel like takeout is maybe an option?
Cool. I mean, it gets a little iffy with tipping when it comes to takeout.
Because they be trying to tip for that too.
They do, and they be having their little tip jar, their little styrofoam cups and stuff, and I can ignore that.
But I have a question.
Like when you pick up your food.
Yeah.
Does anybody feel like obligated, or do you feel bad when making a purchase or going somewhere and you can't tip? Because I know sometimes, if I can't tip, I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't go. Where before, I remember it just being like, okay, if you wanted to tip, then you would tip. And you would tip based off of the service. Now it's like, okay, if you don't tip, you either get talked about or your bill getting, put up on TikTok or the blasting and things like that. So it used to be something that was like, okay, the server feel like they had to work for it. Now with gratuity added, sometimes servers be like, well, I don't care how I act, I know I'm getting my 18% off this party.
I do judge a server by their behavior, but I am starting at 20%. In my head, I am there, and I'm with Tajma, which is why I ain't been a sexy steak. I'm waiting on somebody to take me to sexy steak that I don't have to keep asking if they got it, or I have to take myself because I want to get there. Yeah, but I am on a budget right now.
Dorian is hanging on to this 600 so bad.
I am going to sexy steak. You're not going. I'm going to take a picture in front of that mirror.
Manifest that.
You don't have to tell me what's worth it in my head.
Okay, well,
manifest
because I like.
The food ain't good.
Well, I like the food.
It may be a
I don't know, but I haven't heard anybody complain about the food but you. You're the only one that complain about everything. So
as I said, she may have a different experience. So when she go,
because people like me, and I know how to order a steak sexy. Maybe you don't know how to order. Okay, so
that was the one.
I'm gonna have a medium steak. A little bit of blood is always gonna be good with me.
Ooh, okay. During this is interesting. He said the cook deserves the tip, in my opinion.
Okay, but this is the thing. Chefs and cooks, they're usually making like $25-$30 an hour.
They do make more.
So you gotta figure it out. So this is the next hot topic, right? So I was watching is it Vlad TV?
Yeah, Vlad.
Vlad. And he was interviewing D.L. Hughley, and he had asked him about a comment that Cat Williams had made stating that Eddie Murphy is no longer the greatest comedian because in order to be the greatest, you need to be actively working. So in the threads, people were going ham on both DL and Cat Williams. But DL, DL agreed with Cat, saying that, in order to be the greatest in something now, you have to be actively doing it now. And so in the comments, Well, first, I'll tell you what some of the people said in the comments, but what do you guys think about that first?
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I think when you're the
It
greatest,
would be good to
Muhammad Ali is still one of the greatest boxers ever, and he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good to still be active and still be able to reach people, generations later. But I just feel like you can still be good and you can still be the greatest and hold that title. Now, can people be great under you? Sure, but you will still kind of hold that title of the greatest.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things, and I don't know if you've seen this, Shan, no shade, no tea, but some people said that put a comedy special up against Delirious and Raw and show us who is the greatest. When you can find one, let us know.
That would have crushed. That killed it right there. That was right.
And then somebody said it, and
Drop
the
the
only
mic.
other person that you could really put up against Delirious and Raw is something that Richard Pryor did.
Pryor,
We
yeah.
know he ain't making it.
Right. So
Somebody also said that, so you mean to tell me that Jordan ain't the greatest NBA player of all times?
again, that be subjective.
You think there's been other
He
great?
might be the greatest, but it's great people that's under him or maybe looked up to him to be great.
Yeah, but the people
But
before
typically,
him,
when you think about, if you put like a Hall of Fame, you know you're gonna throw Jordan in there.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like that. I just look at it like, if I can throw you up in the Hall of Fame of whatever it is that you're doing, then that you the greatest in that. So
But there's many people who go before Jordan. So
yeah. But
So-
were they as big as him?
yes,
Who?
Bill Russell,
I don't know who that is.
Will Chamberlain,
Not heard of him.
Dr. J.
Who? It's like, I'm
Dr.
fucking with
J.
it. I know Will Chamberlain
Okay.
needed to go to Dick Anonymous. And I know Dr. J was dope. The guy said that he had an interview tape that he lost of Charlie Murphy saying that if Eddie Murphy had did comedy today or whenever this interview had taken place, that he would be whack.
Well, the thing is, if Eddie Murphy, due to the documentary I seen on Eddie Murphy, he don't care about what's going on right now. You know, right then and there, he did his comedy from how he felt. You know what I mean? So with the youngsters right now, believe he is corny? Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I would say the youngsters would think he was corny right now.
Do you think the youngsters would think that he is currently corny or that Ron Delirious was corny?
They wouldn't even understand it. They wouldn't understand Ron Delirious.
King definitely understands his mama
Hey!
coming home. His mama coming home and making him a McDonald's hamburger. Because I'm like, say McDonald's again. I'm going to make a hamburger.
Okay.
And he be like, please don't put no onions and lettuce on my hamburger.
Please, I'm with him. Please don't do that. Like, we don't have to have that.
I'm like, and it's going to be turkey from Audie's.
Well, I was
Listen, turkey burgers be slapping every time. I love a good turkey burger.
So I was a tad offended. I think sometimes, like, as somebody, if you want to be respected in your industry, sometimes you should shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if I was DL, I wouldn't even have commented and tried to make sense of the comment because you are offending a colleague.
Well, first of all, when white folks is put in the middle of it, and they are the person who is angling the conversation, it's a double whammy. It's meant to be a double whammy. So we gotta be careful who we place our grace in front of.
I like that. That was the smartest thing you said in like 3 months. Shit, I gotta take my jacket off on that one. I felt that in my pants because I like when people make. I'm a sapiosexual. I like when it makes sense.
That's what's
Like, don't put our people up against them YTs.
Most
Say that
definitely. Like I'm trying to get out of telling my friends quit saying the word YNs. You know what I mean? they're not YNs, and the more you keep saying it, the more that's how you're gonna think of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how they're gonna think of themselves.
Yeah, most
Except for the YNs that was walking down Success or Sussex. Yes.
Sussex.
What is it? Sussex.
Sussex.
Yes.
It was like 20 of them walking down the street talking about party on Sussex yesterday. My homegirl went live. Like, there was YNs.
Yeah,
and then they started filming the police. I'm like, what in the young Negro shit is this?
Was the police interacting with them?
No, the police like, get off the block, go home, and we're gonna arrest y'all dumb asses. Like,
okay, so I don't want to stay on the police thing because I want to hop off, but I just want to ask this question. How do you feel about the police officers that do come into the community and do a song or dance with the younger people
I think
or the
it's dope.
youth? Okay.
I think it's dope.
I am...
Because some people said that that's allowing them not to take them serious.
Right. I am very impressed when we talk about generational changes and the things that we lose. And the young lady who was sitting over here, she said she still have faith in our young people.
Yeah.
The officers that are coming up and they're in their 20s or 30s, they are giving back and doing things that they didn't have when they were a kid. But it's what like my mom had when she was a kid.
Yeah.
So I gave kudos to one of my neighbors who just finished the police academy. You know,
Nice.
He's like, I'm not leaving the neighborhood. I just bought my house here. I will work in Detroit and I will live in Detroit.
That's good.
And seeing this young man, he work out at the gym, the neighborhood gym, you know, just seeing somebody around in the community that's going to work for the community.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how he handles the kids when he
dope.
put on that uniform. Because a lot of them are doing great.
That's dope.
So,
Hey,
going
Mike,
to
good morning.
the topics, Dorian and Tajma is going back and forth. She said, "Hey, don't be calling me a baller. I ain't trying to flex. I'm just telling you I got $300." And
Okay.
Dorian's like, "Okay, big baller." So,
Nice
Dorian
summary,
said
nice
Richard
summary.
Pryor's Mudbone was the greatest character
Yeah.
in comedy special ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mudbone.
Calvin say DL needs to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that, right?
Yeah, no.
He said STFU.
Yeah.
Tajma says, do you think Cat Williams is trying to bring
Yes.
Eddie back to the comedy stage
Yes.
with his comment?
Yes.
And then Mike said, what's up?
Which
Well,
Mike?
Mike Raw.
What are those, Michael?
If you sing for me, I can show you what's up. Like,
Oh, freak.
hey, I just said what I said.
On the morning show. Right.
But going back to what Miles just said, like Eddie not having to, like his comedy kickstarted a career that most people can only dream of. And he made it appropriate, age appropriate for how he was moving throughout his life. So like a 60-plus-year-old man shouldn't be walking on stage in a leather outfit grabbing his big cock. You know what I mean? Talking about suck more. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be Dr. Doolittle. You know what I mean? Like, you're somebody's granddad. You know, like, why would you want to not see
They
the
gotta
evolution of a black man?
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Eddie Murphy for not responding. Because he don't have to. I think when he come out, he's gonna come back like the classic Bill Cosby came. Except he gonna cuss. You know what I mean?
But he hasn't been cussing.
No, but he ain't doing no stand up neither. But I'm saying Bill Cosby never cussed in his stand up. And what I'm saying is Eddie Murphy always cussed in his stand up. So I think it's gonna be more so Eddie Murphy gonna come back. He said, "Look,
You think he gonna try it?
yeah."
I don't.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. When something is your first love, you go back to it.
But that's what they were saying. Like, he hasn't been practicing his first love.
Nobody
and maybe
knows.
his
Nobody
love
knows
language
what the
has
fuck he been doing.
changed.
Nobody knows.
I mean, like, he's been doing movies for kids.
And you want
Christmas
to know
movies,
something though? To Lake's point, I never knew him for his comedy. Only when he was in movies, like Dr. Doolittle, things
You
like
are
that. Like
embarrassing.
I never knew. So that was to your point. Like I didn't know he was funny.
No.
Like I just thought,
Eddie Murphy is one of the funniest people.
It is something to see, Shan. If you have
the
not,
comedy. I'm gonna go
it
back
is
and
absolutely something.
Well, wait till you get grown, and then
you think I'll understand it then?
Sinbad never cussed.
Did he go off of experience?
No,
Eddie Murphy.
I mean, it was probably mixed.
I would say
mixed. It was
no.
mixed.
What do you mean it was mixed? All his stories was like literally.
Google, stop.
Eddie. But it was somebody's story because he did come from an impoverished family.
Did you know who wrote his first stand-up?
Charlie, right?
No, wrote Delirious. Keenan.
Keenan Ivory?
Yeah, Wayne. Yeah.
Okay, who don't cuss either anymore.
And Robert Townsend.
I can believe that.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
So,
what up, though, Della?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Raw's a must watch. I mean, I seen Raw first because this is like I'm a kid, Shan.
Oh, time must watch.
You know, so I'm a kid. So Raw, I snuck and watched.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Delirium existed until I was like in college. So sticking on the comedy, the third hot topic that's going on is his name Umar
Johnson.
Is that his name? The one that have the school that never opened?
Yeah, Umar.
Okay, so he is petitioning for Black people to boycott Netflix.
Yes.
If Netflix make a mistake again, like they did during the Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
So
he called out Kev real big.
So we're gonna take a pause on that. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Hey, Lee. You remember when Buckwheat got shot? It was. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what really.
Oh my God!
Saturday Night Live.
Oh my God!
Eddie.
So you don't know Saturday Night Live, Eddie Shan?
No, she
Oh
don't.
yeah, she don't know. She don't know about when Buckwheat got shot. It was. Listen.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Right. James Brown. I mean,
In a hot tub.
he posed as a hot tub. He posed as a white person in white. He did the Drewski before Drewski.
No, he did.
That's funny.
He did the Martin before the Martin.
He did the Martin before Martin.
Yeah.
Yep, he did everybody. Listen, Eddie is probably, in my opinion, he is 1A. Richard Pryor is 1. Because there's no two funnier people ever.
Yeah.
And Richard basically his entire life was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the punchline was his life. But Eddie, oh my God,
And unapologetically, like it was a lot of taboo, and this is the '80s, but and they took a leap, and I think that's a difference too when you're trying to compare people. Like he was taking leaps, like he put his career on the line every time he stepped on stage.
Every time he stepped on stage, and the whole thing is like. You had the Keenans, the Wayans, bro. Everybody, even to this day, like you got Kel Tom. Everybody came into Saturday Night Live trying to emulate what Eddie did.
Yeah.
Wow. So why do you guys feel like he's not really relevant today?
I never said that. I would never say
It's
that.
the young people saying that. That's DL Hewley saying that.
Okay, so DL saying this now.
Keyword DL download you.
Right.
Because you guys were saying that he haven't recently done any stand-ups or anything like that.
He didn't have to.
I feel like
he don't have to.
He doesn't. He
You don't
want
have
to
to
or have
because
to.
you talk about a dude that is a blockbuster star. Now I know the Dr. Doolittles and all of this stuff.
Yes, that was my time.
In the 80s, he was box office platinum.
Yeah.
Yes.
20 million. You knew you put Eddie Murphy, the 48-hour series, the Beverly Hills Cop. He was gold. He was literally.
He flopped three. He only flopped 3 times.
He only come and listen. He was bigger than Tom Cruise.
In movies.
He was bigger than Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he
so
was.
for him, it's almost to me, it's like as if how could you ask Jay-Z or you can ask an Ice Cube. You know, like, dude, go back and record the kind of music that you did. Go back to doing hip hop.
Right.
Or Will
Go back
Smith.
to talking about drug dealers and popping
Drug
people.
dealers, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I've been making $60 million a year for the past. Jesus, you
Right.
want me to kill a cop? That's not gonna get me anywhere.
But Miles, too,
Absolutely
to say
not.
that these artists that I just mentioned are irrelevant.
Right.
Because they don't do that no
Right.
more.
That's crazy.
Because they jumped to the next level.
That's crazy.
And to me, Eddie jumped to the next level back in the 80s. He was
Yeah.
directing movies.
So he was ahead of his time.
Yes.
Wait, listen.
He was right
He
for his
is-
time,
He
and
is right.
he was the reason why there is a DL. I mean, and Dorian, we're gonna let you go. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you,
One,
Dorian.
one of the
Dorian.
comments that somebody made that really was relevant, like DL could sit there and talk about Eddie, but not mention how great Bernie Mac was. And last week, me and my parents was watching what
True Cal.
what was the comedy special that used to come on HBO? Def Jam comedy.
Def Comedy Jam.
We watched the Bernie Mac when he said, "I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Steady zombie.
Kick it, dude." Like, I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Like, it was my first time seeing it.
Watching it, right?
Like, he
Oh, and
said,
it
if
wasn't.
I pull my out, this whole room will go
Get
dark. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Kick it. and it's just the class. It's the class. And to try to discount the class is like, we need to figure out not our donkey of the day, but we need to give him a big boo-hoo.
Say that's it. So do you think that it was
what up?
harder
No.
to be a comedian then, or is it harder to be a comedian now with the sensitivity then, but then how things were back then with...
I don't think it's hard to be a comedian, period. It's just about going for what you want to do.
I'm
Going for what you know.
Yeah, that's why I asked them, like...
See, the thing is, there's so many restrictions and sensitive people that I wouldn't want to be a comedian now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was sensitive people then,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of racial things going on, but like, I can't tell a story about a trans person who was literally my friend, and now all the trans people are mad at me
Right.
because the shit was funny. Like it was still, he's still a trans. You know what I mean? It's just like my white friend or my gay friend or my lesbian friend or my tall friend, my short friend. But if I
Right.
say the word trans, y'all trying to take
It's the
me
problem.
out.
Yeah. Let's say sissy, now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy.
Right.
And then back in the day, everybody used to call themselves sissies. You know what I mean? They call themselves sissies. You know what I mean? Like right now, it's a guy right now, he's 80 years old. He's like, I'm an old sissy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't believe on what all these young sissies talking about now. And he said something, I was like, good point.
And like Calvin said, you could put Beverly Hills Cop alone against anything DL done did.
Times 12.
So we're gonna go back to the boycotting Netflix.
Okay, yes.
One of the comments that was, I didn't watch the Kevin Hart roast. I heard it was funny. I haven't gotten around to
It
it
was
yet.
hilarious.
I'm rewatching Stranger Things. That's what I'm doing because I'm a nerd. But one of the things they said, that somebody said that he was so short that he needed to be lynched by a bonsai.
That shit was hilarious.
So, but Umar, did I say that right? Is
Yes.
saying that the fact that Netflix let some of these comments be aired, it was a shame on Netflix. And if black people ever let them do something like that again, we should not watch Nemesis.
Well, Nemesis was good.
Y'all said it was good. I'm still on.
Okay, he's like, I'm trying.
Nemesis was
Wait a minute. The thing is, what I hate is Netflix is on fire. Like, don't take Netflix away.
And they
You
be
can have
knowing, and
HBO
they be
Max.
knowing when to do different stuff to it. Be all strategic, because sometimes before they was falling off, but then they started to get back on with good movies.
But what do y'all feel about the attempt to boycott?
Anything Umar could do gonna fail
Oh, okay.
because he's not truthful.
You know,
if he would have came through with the school, it'd be a whole different story.
Right.
We could talk.
I don't know. I kind of agree with him in a sense, because it just seems like everything that surrounds Netflix always has to deal with money, right? I can count on more than two hands about how many times that they mentioned during that roast how much Netflix was paying them, or they was doing this for the money, or this, and this. And it's like, even with the Michael Jackson thing, now that his movie is going viral and things like that, Netflix is trying to come with on June 3rd something for Michael Jackson to put him in a bad light. So it just seems like Netflix is always for the money grab and not for the principle of things. So I just feel like we do need to start paying close attention to what our platforms are giving and putting in our face, and we have the option to unsubscribe from them or not use their platform.
Yeah.
Like we have to advocate for ourselves.
The more you tell black people don't do it, they gonna do it.
Okay, so for one, to believe that Netflix is not in it for the money, they in it for the money.
Yeah.
Like, I would be here every day if we got paid.
For sure.
I would have podcasting written on my car and ink. I'm just saying, like, eventually you're gonna be in for the money. But I get what you're saying about monitoring what you put in.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, but what are you gonna say? You look like you want to say something. Okay, because I mean,
podcasting ain't paying. You know what I mean?
You pay me under the table.
Say you want. You still like? I'll still put it on my car.
All right. I mean, like, don't get sensitive.
On my car.
Don't be Netflixing over here. Don't be Ubers. Like, I'm a bad lake.
So you feel like it's entertainment if you can't watch it, don't watch it. It's not for the week.
Well, for one, I feel like any of those comments was vetted. Now, Miles, you're in media, right?
Yes.
They just didn't get up there and say those words without somebody approving it.
Those was written words.
They were written.
They were.
They was reading on
And
the
approved.
There's teleprompter.
And approved,
Yeah,
right?
most definitely.
So there was a room full of black people who thought that these jokes should have went over.
Yeah, I mean,
And you say it was funny.
because it was funny, and they were jokes. They were jokes to where it was on the edge. It was edgy jokes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
However, what I would say is this: it's comedy, right?
Right.
And then if you gonna play the game, play the game.
And when you see white people roast, they don't hold it out. Like, they don't, they
man.
not going, I mean, white folks go
Ham.
you know what I mean?
On each other.
On each other, because a roast is exactly what it's supposed to be.
I mean, girl.
You gotta have a thick skin. Y'all ain't never gonna sign me up for a roast. Give me a eulogy.
It's a whole lot of molestation. It's a whole lot of molestation.
A lot of
pedophile jokes. A
lot of cocaine jokes.
A lot of cocaine.
So here's the thing: is the purpose of a roast supposed to be going after the things that are true? Because it seemed like these jokes were like they were given in a jokey way, but these were hidden close to people's actual true life.
Yeah, that's what a roast is. You gotta.
It's called a roast.
Like, that's where the word roast came from. Like, when people play the dozen, I'm roasting you.
Yeah.
That is. They cooking. They let it cook. and I don't know a lot of people who is brave enough to sign up for it.
That's true. It's not for the week.
We did a roast one day for my birthday. It was funny. Carly on there.
Hey, man.
Say, man.
We're not gonna let Eddie be disrespected like that.
I know that's right.
Absolutely.
That's the GOAT. That's like the Michael Jordan of comedy.
Well, apparently Miles doesn't think Michael Jordan was the best. So,
No.
I mean, I agree with him though. He said, it's subjective because there's gonna be somebody 20 years from now maybe that's gonna be better than him.
Yeah.
That they gonna talk about. You know, LeBron is the king for right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
but not for what the person did then. Like, is LeBron's impact as strong as Jordan's impact?
When it comes to different things, yes.
When he flew in the air that first time.
But Jordan was imitating Dr. J.
It doesn't matter.
Facts.
He looks better apparently doing it. His shoes was doper.
Jordan took the marketing for the game to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The marketing everything became global after Jordan.
If you ever watch that movie Air, you'll be like, Oh.
No,
I ain't catch it, but I'm gonna catch it though. I'm gonna catch it.
I'm gonna catch it too, but I did hear that it was like the marketing. It was the shoe.
It was the mother.
It was the money.
It was his mother.
Okay.
It was his mom. Yeah, it was his mom
Was she
for
his
real.
manager?
No,
She
but
brokered the deal with
she
Nike.
brokered it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Did he do right by his mom?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean,
But as my comment said though, you could put like Beverly Hills Cop is like super classic. You could put that against anything any of them ever did, any movie any of them ever did,
Including Cat Williams.
but I want to know, what have they done? Like,
Nah.
can you name a D.L. Hughley movie?
No.
No shade. No
he was the
tea, no
weakest
tea.
link in the Kings of Comedy.
That's
So
not a
he
movie.
is really it's not too much to say about Eddie out his mouth. That's all I'm saying.
So was he the third leg or the second leg?
He was never a leading actor. Neither was Cat Williams.
Right, in anything.
In anything.
His series was ass. Like his show that he had on ABC was ass.
Okay.
Like he's not the person to speak on Eddie Murphy. Like I would rather Cat say whatever than DL.
Cause he can stand on some Cat. Yeah.
Yeah, he can stand
Yeah,
on-
Cat owned all of his stuff.
Yeah,
so I
Cat-
can't, like
And Cat can stand on the
that
box.
go without saying.
Cat can stand on the fruit
You
box.
petty.
Anyway,
So,
But
okay,
yeah.
Kevin.
thank you, Cal, for calling.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cal.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
I love that we're Team Eddie over here.
Yeah.
We have hope.
Oh, so listen. Now that it's over, let's go to the main topic.
Okay, do you want to go to commercial first, or do you want to go to the main topic?
Let's ask our producer. Commercial.
Yep.
So, guys, we're gonna we asking you guys to stick around because we're gonna get into our topic, which is what?
No, we're telling.
Oh, it's gonna be a surprise. So you have to stick around and watch these commercials and be here when we get back. Surprise!
Be here when we get back. Surprise, bitch. Oh yeah, into the world of Mocha Aesthetics. Located at 19376 James Cousin, Detroit, Michigan. It's a sanctuary where self-care meets luxury. We provide a safe, comfortable, and relaxing environment where you can unwind while receiving top quality service. From expert Brazilian waxes to meticulous Russian manicures. Call and make your appointment now. 248-910-3537.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
All men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair.
In a world where knowledge is power, understanding the law matters. Welcome to Let's Talk Legal Podcast, where law and community meet. Join Judge Sean B. Perkins and Dr. Calvin T. Mann every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they break down real legal issues impacting everyday people, bringing law to the community with honest conversations, real insight, and information you need to know. Subscribe now to Let's Talk Legal Podcast on YouTube. If you don't talk, you just might walk.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rising Ground Show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show.
And thank you, Brittany.
Okay, I love it. That was quick. Did y'all stay? Did y'all stick around?
Yeah, I believe they stayed around.
They stayed around.
I believe so. So let's go to the topic of the day.
Okay. So the topic
Where
of the
are these
day
little
is
people coming from? Who just walking in
this
my
is for
office?
your kids.
Oh my God.
You want to tell us the topic of the day?
The topic of the day is stop feeling temporary feelings making permanent decisions.
Stop letting temporary feelings make permanent decisions.
Who the hell went in my office? Anyway.
You want to go check?
That was
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Yeah, so y'all no, because seriously, y'all know me, and I'm like unfiltered, right?
Yeah.
So, you want me to go first?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so this weekend I was invited to a rooftop party at the Cambria Hotel. Now, rooftop party, it was like raining on Friday and this, that, and the other. And somebody told me I could bring like +9. Everybody I called, there was like rooftop party. I'm not sure about that, So my brother and my ex-boyfriend both agreed that they would come with me. And then I found out it was really inside. So I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. I'm happy about that or whatever. Needless to say, they both in their own way stood me up. Right?
What you mean in their own way?
Because like my brother called 30 minutes. Scenario. He called like 30 minutes before it was time to go. Talking about have fun. And that's all he said. And then my ex was like, the next day, he sat on the bed, he fell asleep. Which logically, I know that this is the behavior of both these men, but I am pissed. Now, the thing is, I've started a business with both of them, but like in my feelings right now, literally, they both can kick rocks. And I said it on air. But part of me is like, when you logically know how people are, and you're supposed to be able to give people you love the benefit of the doubt. Right. How do you stop how I feel on the inside? Because I feel played. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here by myself now. I'm out here drinking. The two men that are closest to me ain't checked on me, ain't called me in the morning. So, I checked them both. You know what I mean? Like, I have a big problem, and I found myself getting madder at my brother than I was even at my ex, because like my brother like, well, I ain't want to be the third wheel. And I'm like, but I always hang out with you. Like, you my road dog. I'll never make the excuse that when you take me out to dinner, you got to bring your girl every fucking time. Right. Every time.
Every fucking
time. You ain't even got money for all three of us, but we gonna bring her. But he always go out his way and it be the three of us, because I don't be dating that much. It's hardly ever 4 of us. But you gonna tell me that you can't hang out with me and a guy that I may be interested in after you said you would. Right. I just don't know how to disconnect what I know, because I know they didn't intentionally play me. I know that these aren't two men who like F her, she ain't shit. Yeah. But on the inside, I feel like they played me like I wasn't SHIT.
But that's a you problem now at that point.
Okay, so then that's why temporary feelings make permanent decisions, because they both can kick fucking rocks.
You want to know something, though?
What kind of rocks can they kick, though?
The big boulders with bare feet.
Damn.
And like I used to think that too, but I just feel like at the end of the day, no, because people be knowing what they be doing. Like people, and I understand it may not be in a malicious way, but like I do understand that, like, in certain circumstances, like, things prior to, and you can at least let someone know, make the proper arrangements to have the decency to update a person, communicate, things like that. And my whole thing is, you can't understand that is how a person moves and that's how they act, but then it's to a point to where it's like, okay, why are we keep going through the same things? If you say, hey, I respect you, I understand you, I love you, we've had this conversation, because now at this point, how else am I supposed to take it other than you don't care? You're not trying to change. You don't really respect me. So I used to be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, but no, I'm like, no, they meant that. No, that was intentional. No, it was what it was. Well, and that's across the board.
Okay, and that's how I feel.
But don't make it be a permanent decision.
But that's why I'm like, I just mess up. Are y'all still on?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, don't worry, we still on.
We still hear you.
We still hear you.
Okay, y'all can keep talking.
It was just her. We up for like, no, we good.
I thought she was saying she peed on herself.
Why would I pee on myself? Why do I look like I got a bladder infection? No. So Miles, you saying don't let temporary feelings.
Yeah, the whole thing about being emotionally stable is important. You know what I mean? Some people get pissed off about certain things. You be sitting up here like, you'll get over it. You know what I mean? It's just something you're just going through right now because it's not just me neither. It was a buildup of stuff. And so when people make a decision to say or do something, and that's how they truly feel, then you can't get mad at a person how they look at you because you showed your true feelings.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've learned that because I used to go ham on people. I was like, man, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those people, like, after a while, I really don't care how a person feels. Because what happens is I've learned that your emotions took over you. And you said the wrong things, but you said what you felt, truthfully. You know what I mean?
That's how a lot of people are in jail right now because they made a permanent decision based off of a temporary
Jay is
feeling.
here, y'all.
What up, though, everybody? What up, though? What up, though? It's been a long morning. Very long morning.
And that is a great point. I'm not at the point where I want to kill them both. I thought about it.
You ain't thinking about killing them.
Unalive them.
You ain't thinking about unalive them.
I wanted to choke them.
To them as she felt. That's human nature. If someone hurts you, the first thing you think as
about something you knew was going to happen. Right. And I'm like, well, damn, how do, do I have the blinders on? Like, because my brother does cancel a lot. And he works early. So when I asked him to come out and hang out at 10:30.
So I have a question, though. So at this point, would it be wrong for you to not invite anymore?
And so that's how I'm feeling.
Right.
And that's my permanent, that's where I'm heading to my permanent decision. Like if I don't invite, then you don't have to let me down. Because I'll just be hanging by myself anyway.
Because it's just continuing to be like a disappointment.
Or you can invite and take away your expectation of him showing.
I'm not that person.
Just don't invite. Like I just like that's a waste of time.
Because people be like, well, you was out and about. Why didn't you tell me? Like, I ain't tell you.
I can tell you that one of the hardest things about being a Buddhist is that you have to get rid of your expectations. When you have expectations and you're let down, who's left suffering? So you have to get rid of your.
That's why you don't even do it.
Correct.
That's why I'm not a Buddhist.
So you have to get rid of your expectations, and I'm telling you, it definitely is the. I would say if I had to choose between the two walks, the Christian walk for me is a much easier walk than it is being a Buddhist, because being a Buddhist, you have no one to go to ask for forgiveness for the way you feel or whatever you messed up on. Everything is on you. Everything is on you. So it's very hard to get rid of expectations. And one of the things I kept asking is, how am I not supposed to expect my husband to treat me like A, B, C, D? And they said, who told you he had to? Where is it written that he has to do A, B, C, D? That's not written anywhere. It's society that has come up with these rules. And because we're human, we live in the society with those rules. But they said, where is it written?
I struggle with that. And dealing with my friend, we've had this conversation when I use the word deserve. And he's like, nobody deserves anything. And that pisses me off, because I do feel like I deserve to be treated fairly and with respect. And he's like, that's your expectation, but nobody has to treat you fairly or what and that bothers me.
Absolutely.
Why does that bother me?
Like it goes down to a point of why can't you just be human and just either speak or just be kind, because you want someone to be kind to you. And it's not necessarily I expect this, it should just be something that you should just naturally do.
It's because you do expect it. It's because society
it should just naturally be done.
It's because society is saying, hey, if I'm being courteous to you,
you should be courteous.
You should be courteous to me. That's because that's how.
Because why wouldn't you?
Correct. But if you get away with if you stop the expectation of it, then guess what? If they're not, you're not let down.
So I have a question. So
everything
how
that I do, I do not expect anybody.
So how do you
to
move
be me.
expectation? Do you just not do that thing, say that thing? Like, what makes you remove the expectation? I guess is
I can tell you that I'm still a work in progress.
Okay, because to me, I would just cut
I'm telling you,
whatever it is
I
completely.
do not have the format.
That's the water sign for me, and like let me stop the flow. Like, let me stop, because I'm the spoiled brat. Like yesterday, they were saying that I'm the birthday. Maybe I do feel like when I walk in the room, people should want to hang with me. People should want to call, because I'm gonna tell you from the beginning, I will disappoint you. Shan, it's your birthday. I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks in early.
Yeah.
And you may be like, damn, can you make it happen? I'm telling you now.
No, that I
but
can't
what
make
I'm
it.
not gonna say is I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
And you like, the one person I know that's gonna be here is late.
Right.
And you sit there all day and I never walk in the door.
Yeah.
You know,
and I can respect the beforehand, like, okay, you telling me.
But it may hurt. But I can't, my reaction to that at that point can't be malicious.
Yeah.
Because
I respect that more. I may hit you with the, oh man, like I really did want you to come. You like, you sure? I may joke like, you sure? Woo, woo. But after a while, I'll be like, okay, like I get it. I'll understand. Thank you for telling me.
Like,
because I may have paid per plate or for dessert. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. So it's good to know.
I was going to throw.
I would say this.
Okay.
If anybody watched the movie Ray.
Yes.
When Ray's mother told him what he told her, she said, nobody's going to help you.
Right.
But yourself.
Absolutely.
That's life.
I don't care about that.
No, of course
I'm not a blind little black boy in the Hicks.
I was going to throw myself a 50th birthday party, right? I was turning 50. I wanted this. I wanted this grand gesture of, I am at the halfway point in my life. I never thought I was going to make 21. The way I was living, I absolutely knew I was dying in the streets. I absolutely knew it. So to make 50, that meant something to me. And I wanted to throw this grand gesture and for it to mean something to everybody else.
Somebody, right.
And then I said, I will spend all this money. And what will happen if people don't show? And I said, you know what? We're not doing it. The people who love me, who understand the walk that I came from and know what turning 50 means to me, I'm going to get a phone call. And that's enough for me. And the phone calls that I don't get, I just don't get. I'm not the person that goes on Facebook and say happy birthday to me. I don't do that. I don't do that. And you know what's funny to me? As many people as I say happy birthday to on Facebook, as many people as I post, I don't get that. And guess
either.
what? I finally had to say to myself, it's you. It's you expecting people to be you. They're not.
See, I'm
So now I'm hands off. I still sometimes, I don't do it all the time. I sometimes will say happy birthday to this person. Or if somebody else has started the happy birthday thread and I get the notification, I may go in there, happy birthday.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
But I don't get that. Like my sister would do it for me. One of my best friends would do it. And they used to do it every year. But guess what? My best friends didn't even do it last year. And I want you to know that was the moment, turning 50, that was the moment that I said, you know what? You have to stop expecting what you give because you're never going to get it in return. You are you. No one else is like you. So now I don't care. If I say good morning to you and you don't say it back, I'm not tripping.
So real quick,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna go to the comments.
We do got some questions.
Sharisse asked, how do you stop yourself from making permanent decisions during temporary pain or emotions? How do you stop yourself?
I just feel like take the time to maybe take a
about the
moment
bigger
and
picture,
write it
Calvin.
down, because weigh your pros and cons, because is it the first attempt or time, or is it the 15th? You know, you would handle things a little bit differently. But sometimes feelings aren't temporary. Sometimes, like, we've made that permanent decision. We just trying to stop ourselves and fight ourselves from actually making up our mind or letting our mind follow our heart and everything being synced to make that permanent decision. So sometimes we be knowing, and sometimes those feelings don't be temporary.
I would like to answer her too. I would say, just the other day I had a humongous feeling. I was about to make a permanent decision, and I don't know if it was going to be right or wrong to whatever, but I had to stop. I mean, literally, I was in the midst of doing something major, and I said, you know what? Stop. Breathe. I looked in the mirror and I said, you're tripping. And I understand that you're upset, but you tripping right now because you about to do this because you're angry. No, that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to do this without it being out of anger. We're going to do this because it's just the best thing for your life. And once I said that to myself in the mirror, shedded a tear or two, I sat down and something tapped me on the shoulder and said, what are you doing? I didn't tell you right now is the time. And I said, I'm going to be okay. He does not have me in what he has me in and enduring some painful things that I'm enduring for no reason. It's all for the betterment of me. Sit down, shut up, and you got this. And I did not do what I planned to do, but it's definitely hard. We are human. We're emotional. When someone hurts you, again, the first reaction, we're human. If I punch Lake, her first reaction is to punch me back, probably to knock me out, because we're human. Instead of me punching Lake and Lake going, hold up, why did this just happen? So we don't take a moment as humans to reflect on the why. Right. We're too busy reflecting quickly on the feeling.
Yeah. So, Miles, you any response?
No, I'm listening to y'all because a lot of things y'all saying, even the people in the comments, is making sense. But again, that's how you feel.
All right. So Yamina said it's called knowing your worth. I know what I'm worthy of. CC also asked, do you think social media and pressure make people act temporary emotions faster?
Absolutely.
I can admit that watching other people's not so much success, but life big moments, right? And I had talked to my best friend about this. I told her that I can recognize and have accountability when I feel jealousy in my heart. You know, so when I see a woman who is getting engaged, or she gets date nights, or she's even able to like post her guy, because I'm a Lake B everywhere. I hate when Lake B alone. You know, I hate not to be able to show the world that I can be perfect too. So when I'm seeing these happy women or men, oh my God, to see a man on social media boast about he found the right woman, you know what I mean? It immediately. It makes you, part of me, the only way I can describe, I don't want to say envy, because I love my life, and I think envy is like the devious part of jealousy. But yeah, it makes me sad. I can
see it, I'm like, damn, you know. So for my cousins, I look at theirs like dang, my cousin Todd, he always boasting about his wife. You know what I'm saying? He's always telling people how great she is, what she's done for his life, and things like that.
Yeah, he does.
And as a woman, you do look at that and go, wow, I want my man to feel the same way. Wow, I wish my man said these things about me in public. But
you have to look at it like this. You might not be the same woman.
Absolutely.
And so,
what do you mean?
I mean, just because you think the things that a man boasts about his wife or the woman he's with is because she made him feel a particular type of way.
Mm-hmm. And that is a great point, but it also has me thinking like I haven't found that person who I make feel that way about me, and so my reaction towards him.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So it might just be you, and until a woman focus on the love and admiration she gonna give to a man to make him do that, the outcome gonna be the same.
But you may give admiration.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but you may give that love and admiration to a person who doesn't believe in praising you in public. It's not like you don't do it, but on the inside, you know you're doing right, and you know you're making that person happy. You just would like to see what the world, you just want the world to see it sometimes.
Yeah, but if you believe you given that.
And it goes back to deserve. Wait a minute. You said I believe that I give, but he may not.
Or it goes back to just knowing your person. If you know your person is a person, and
he's about to get somewhere. I'm telling you, he's about to cook. Go ahead, cook.
It was kind of.
He was gonna burn.
Shut the fuck up. It was kind of what Chaney was saying.
Okay.
You still have to know the person who you getting yourself involved with. He might not be that type of person that's going to sit up here and tell the world and all that stuff. But if that's what you're looking for, that's the type of man you need to fall in love with.
Because I would absolutely tell you, who I have by my side, he surely is not going to be on social media shouting it to the world at all. However, the people who loves him and knows him, he boasts me to them. So I also, I feel what you're saying because I do look at that. But then, as Miles said, I have to know the person that I'm with. And I understand that that's not what he does. But when I hear him do boast about me, oh my God, I'd be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. And look, I ain't gonna lie. I snatch and I throw it up in the air and people be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I'm putting it out there for the world.
Yeah, because I'm
but
just answering CeCe's thing. You know what I mean? Like some people believe that you supposed to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you don't like Sharisse
in the comments.
Okay.
And my brother is CeCe too, but he's not on, which is why I told my story. So, I don't want to be fist fighting him in front of my parents' house today. But I could. I think we do need to fight. That probably would be a great permanent decision.
You do not need to fight.
My brother?
You do not need to fight.
We need to wrestle.
You
do not need to fight either one of them. You know now. And now, once again, if you extend the invitation, take away the expectation.
I'm not doing that.
Because I give invitations, and guess what? I don't expect anybody to show.
So you're gonna continue to give?
I am so surprised. I'm like, oh my God. And they looking at me like, which why you so surprised? You effing invited me. And I'm like, but you showed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You showed.
So
Just
at no point you won't stop.
Nothing.
So at no point you won't ever stop inviting.
I have never stopped inviting.
I think
never stopped inviting.
Because to a point, I feel like at a point I'm doing a disjustice to myself, and I'm playing in my own face at some point.
If the invite is sincere. If the invite is sincere, then why stop it?
It was prior to.
My invitations are always sincere. Again, if you take it, that's on you. But the invitation was given sincerely. That's why I said I expect no one to show. So when people show, this is why I'm always.
That's interesting. Okay,
now
so
I have a question.
Okay, that's interesting.
I got a
it's
question,
perception.
though.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay.
My question is, because I'm not in a relationship, so if no one shows, I'm dolo, and that happens often. Is it because you have a road dog? So
okay, that's a good point.
It is different. It is kind of a little different because me and mine, we're together for so many hours in every freaking day. But there's places that I want to go that doesn't interest him at all. And
but
because
do you go?
I don't always go. And that's, honestly, I have not, in the past couple of summers, I have not been me the past couple of summers.
Okay.
And this summer I said, we're not doing that to me anymore. I deserve to go wherever I want to go. And if he doesn't want to go, that's on him. But because it's my interest, I need to stop stopping my interest because it's not an interest of us. I am an individual, he's an individual, and I have lost myself in us and forgot for it to be a us, we had to first be two individuals. So now, this summer, I am exploring everything that I love, and if he comes, great. If he doesn't, guess what? It's still great because I'm doing what I love to do for me.
It took a lot for me to sit there at 10 o'clock at night and talk myself into going out, knowing that I would be alone, knowing that I was going downtown, knowing that I would be drinking, and keep pushing forward. And I spend a lot of time by myself. I do the things, but when you feel like you're not, like, finally, I ain't got to do the thing by myself.
Yeah.
That's why when you see Lake Be Everywhere, like, I'm not hiding anybody in the camera. I'm usually by myself. You know what I mean? But when you really feel like you got somebody to hang with, I don't know. I mean, it's. I'm trying to get out to the point of the topic.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get out of my feelings because it's a temporary thing. I think for me, when you talk about disappointment, like, I work a lot. I'm stressed out. Like, this weekend was like, I didn't really have to do anything because it was the holiday weekend. The museum was closed, so I didn't have to be obligated to the work. Like, come Tuesday, I'm back on the grind. I'm back editing. I'm back on the clock. I'm back on podcasting. I'm back just going. And my free time wasn't important to anybody to spend my free time with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, how do you feel when the next holiday or free time come around? It's like, okay, I'm gonna purposely be by myself, and people gonna be like, "Why? You didn't have to be by yourself." Like, people on social media, like, you should have told me. I would have. Like, was I supposed to make a post?
See, here's the thing. This is what
somebody wants to be with you, friend, lover. They're going to be picking up the phone.
I was going to say that. Yeah, because I actually reached out to my friend yesterday. I said, hey, I know my friend. She has lost her mom. She has lost her dad. So I know holidays are a thing. The night before, I was like, hey, friend, do you got any plans? Well, I said, hey, I'm going to my mom's. We're cooking. You and the kids more than welcome to come over. And she didn't come, but I understand because she already told me that she was going over her aunts. But I just wanted to extend that to her because I know holidays are rough, holidays are shaky, and I wanted her to know that she was welcome somewhere. Like, she actually had a place
to go,
and a
that
seat.
she was welcome. Yeah,
but that's kind of a catch-22 for me as well. This is my devil. People call me often and ask me to come to them. Nobody comes to me. And I literally, my best friend and her fiance was out on a slingshot, and she pulled up on me, and I was almost in tears. I wasn't prepared. My house wasn't clean, but I'm like, don't do that to yourself. Let them in. Because nobody pulls up on me. Everybody be like, you be everywhere, so if you want to come over and get a plate, come on. We'll be here. Like, but
who's coming to me?
So I've been dealing with that for like 38 years. You know what I mean?
Dealing with what part?
To people.
Going to people, or people not including me into festivities. Right?
I invited you.
I know. Anyway,
I did my part.
I did my part.
So
I hate people.
Out of 22,
I'm the birthday.
out of $22.
$22. Stay with it.
No, out of 22 holidays.
22 holidays of what, a year?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so out of those 22 holidays, all of the holidays.
Like Ramadan and Kwanzaa?
Anyway, the whole thing is this. I understand when people may have felt like they were alone. So on Christmas, Christmas holiday is like the worst holiday for me.
Yeah.
Period. Because it's Thanksgiving, my mother's birthday. It's just crazy. And I don't really think people understand when a person don't have their parents and immediate family. It ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke.
And then everybody grown, so they got their own family they have to deal with. So I don't be mad. I just be sleep for that day.
I would tell you, spending the year before last holidays by myself, it was shocking. My family is a very, very close family where we were. Every holiday we were always with each other. So to spend 2024 holidays by myself, it brought me to tears. And I literally was like, this cannot be my life. But I didn't get called. No, let me take that back. I got a couple of calls for a couple of the ones, but it felt weird to me because that's not my family.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. I come over there to with you and your family, but I'm used to being with mine. I'm used to being with my family. I'm used to the person that I'm with. We're with my family.
Right.
To not have him around, to not have been with his family, and to not be with my family. Oh my God, it was crushing. Like, someone called me on Christmas and was like, "What are you doing? You don't have to be alone." And I said, "You know what? I think I am. I'm supposed to be alone right now because this is teaching me something."
You learn a lot when you sit alone.
It definitely was a feeling that I would never wish that on my worst enemy. That was the worst holiday season that I've ever went through. I have never been alone for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I've been spending, I have a very small family, so contrary to belief, I am alone. You know, and before King came, like, I was definitely alone. And I only had that period of time where he wanted to F with me. Now, like, last year, he was like, "Okay, Mom." And I was back just sitting on the couch by myself.
By yourself.
You know, and people will assume that they see things. You know, everybody assume that you're everywhere. But on the holidays, I'm usually nowhere. Mother's Day, I sat by myself. On my birthday, I sat by myself. You know what I mean? But people have an assumption because when you don't throw anything for yourself, nobody... You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't want to be the one that throws something for myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And like the best thing that happened in a really long time was last year when I walked into Podcastic and they had something for me. I'm like, oh my God, people like me, but these are new people. All the old people I like, I ain't never walked in a room and had a birthday celebration. So we're going to move on from that before I start crying. So,
yeah, listen, I had to stop talking about mine because I already had started tearing up. Like,
so,
that touched me.
Cal asked me, did I think my expectations was too high or unfair for an ex-boyfriend for that event? I didn't at the time, but I don't know if this is a temporary change, but one of my responses to it was that maybe I got too comfortable. And thinking that the expectations should have been about me, and maybe it was absolutely too high. And when you tell people that, they say that's not true.
Right.
But your actions showed me that. So, Cal, I'm on the fence because now I didn't feel that way on Thursday, but come this Tuesday, I kind of feel like you may be right. Cal also say us is unselfish.
See. So for me, going out to eat by myself and just going out by myself, it used to feel so weird to me. I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I can't go out, I can't do it. But I noticed that I was missing a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. And when I was going to do things with somebody else, it wasn't what I actually wanted to do.
Right.
Or I was, accommodating for what they wanted to do. And then when I got home, I'm like, dang, this wasn't even what I wanted to do today, or this wasn't even in my plans. And so before I knew it, I'm like, I need to just go out and not miss life because somebody don't want to do it with me. Like, I grew up the only child anyway, so it's like it isn't anything that I'm not already used to and aware of. So I'm like, getting out there, it was different for me. It felt weird at first. I'm like, okay, everybody looking at me, they thinking that I look weird or different, but it actually was a good experience, and I've done it a few times. But I'm still okay with going with somebody now, but I'm actually okay with having a balance. Like,
and to your point, I had a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to take that away.
Go sit at the bar,
like,
y'all.
I danced with somebody. A lot of people.
Yes.
It was a lot of white tees around.
Yes.
So
They
you know
have
they're
the-
gonna
they have the
dance and
best
jump
fun.
around.
A lot of what?
White.
Yes, they have the best
You
fun
know,
when they lit.
and going to I went to CMU. So
yeah.
For the holidays, it was no place better that I could have been by myself and drinking.
Okay.
You know, straight down the line, right home.
Because they don't care what
about how much money in their pocket. They're just living in the moment. They having fun for that night. They not buying $300 bottle. They buying beer after beer after beer, and they lit somewhere rocking out. But when they go home at the end of the night, they like, I had a blast.
And they buy you something.
Yes, they not going home at the end of the night trying to dispute charges and be like, that wasn't me. I don't remember doing that. So I'm okay with the white people or whoever.
The white girl was trying to dance up on you.
Oh, they was dancing up on
It's
me.
it's the techno beat.
So they Cece said, right, please don't lose yourself. That's what I did. You don't want to become angry later. Enjoy your life. Please don't wait for no one. Please.
I don't wait for
Yamina said, but it's peaceful by yourself. Your
Thank you,
agenda.
Calvin said.
I'll get there. Cece also said, the one thing about being alone most of the time is you get to learn yourself. You get to learn your likes and dislikes. So when you get with a person, you shouldn't be a big headache. I'll put it nicely. Hopefully the person will know themselves. Yamina asked for my address, but we got 2 different work schedules, but you can have it. Yamina said, Cal, you want me to pull up on you or something like that? So Yamina said you also meet new people when you go by yourself. I don't see what Calvin said. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
Men and women are experiencing loneliness. It's also part of the design from Destroying Black Families. It's symptoms and
it's okay to get therapy for anything bothering you. And he also said white people have a different freedom, and I can agree with that. It's sad, that's the harsh reality, but I do feel like they have a different type of freedom, which allows them to be present in the moment. A lot of us go out, but we're not present in the moment. We're not at that club, we're not at that bar, we're not at that friend house. We thinking about next week, what need to be paid, the groceries tomorrow. So we're not in that moment. Like Cal said, white people have a different type of freedom.
Absolutely. And I thought about that when I was there. Like, me bringing 9 people, like, may have shifted the party. Everybody isn't comfortable in the environments that I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have people around and they be complaining about the fact that I'm enjoying myself around, or I feel obligated to make sure they're having.
Because you can have a time
So
anywhere.
So I thought about that too.
But you can't mix everybody.
But I'm just like, back to the topic. Trying to train myself not to be in my feelings, because I be in my feelings. I'm a Pisces. I'm an emotionally unstable person.
That's the best way to describe
That's the best way I can describe it. And I've been me for 47 years. I mean, like, I like me.
At least you're aware.
I wish people would be aware.
You love you.
Some days.
Okay.
And that's fair. No, that's fair. Because I feel like so many people be like, oh yeah, I love myself, but then they don't show it. It don't really show. So that was a real answer.
When I feel ugly, when I'm acting ugly out here in these streets, I literally look in the mirror and be like, I don't like you right now.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, you are allowing people to push buttons that we've already healed from. We're not gonna do that. We ain't going backwards. Let's keep forward.
Yeah.
So, kind of shifting it outside of the personal, you had brought something up earlier about people making criminal decisions.
Absolutely.
In the moment, that reflects a permanent situation. Can anybody share any stories or anything that they know of?
Oh, it's a lot of them.
No shit.
So,
I was about to say, you want one that landed me in jail? Okay. So what had happened was, I knew I knew I was wrong and I didn't care. I'm a Leo, so once you cross me in a certain way, for me, you are now prey, and I will not stop until I devour you. And that's just the way I think. So this gentleman crossed me, and I said, you played with the wrong one. So me and his roommate got real cool and cozy, and he didn't like that because he was supposed to be in the position that I put his roommate in. No, you shouldn't have played with me. So I would go over there with THC, knowing that he had a big THC problem, and I didn't care. I let his other two roommates, we would be in the kitchen, we would be smoking and smoking. He would come in and just stare at me and give me that, you know, like, I'm gonna mess you up. And I'm like, sitting there, you know, I'm sitting there with other supposedly men. They're not about to let you harm me. And, you know, all in his face, all in his home, just being very disrespectful. I was bringing men to his home, being very disrespectful. I didn't care. You shouldn't have disrespected me. Well, one night, it was me and his roommate's birthday weekend, and we were very intoxicated, full of THC. When we went back to the house, and it was very late, something told me this is not gonna turn out right. But you know, hey, in my head, I'm in control of this, right? The best friend, the roommate, he goes in, and I'm not sure what, well, no, let me take it back. I know what happened. The drinking and the THC got to him. He laid down and fell asleep, and he was just supposed to go in and get some change of clothes. He hit the bed, it was a wrap. I'm sitting outside going, okay, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
I then go and knock on the door. Oh boy, it opens. I got very disrespectful with my mouth, because once again, you wronged me first. So now I have no respect for you, and what comes out of my mouth is going to be totally disrespectful. So I forgot that at the end of the day, no matter how I felt, I was still a female talking to a male.
A man.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care. Well, that not caring got me walking away from him, putting up the middle finger, and again, I was walking away from him. And from behind, all of a sudden, I felt my lips start swelling up, and he punched me from behind in my mouth. And that right there was, oh, for real. Now, up until this point, I have been abused by every man in my life. And when I say abused, I've been pistol whipped, I've been drowned, I've been thrown out of a 3-story window. I have been severely abused. Something right then and there said, oh, no more. You will not take this no more. Turn around and start swinging. And I did. Well, I got knocked out. I came to. He was laughing at me. And something said, get up, start swinging.
Mm-hmm.
I said, again? We did this already, it failed. So I got up.
Tried this already.
And I kept, every time he knocked me down, I would get just up and start swinging. And he got angry, like, stay down. I'm not staying down no more. You're going to have to kill me, and that's how we're going to do this. Well, let's just say when the police arrived, I went to jail. Mm-hmm. Now, in my head, I was trying to figure out how this played out. How did I end up in jail and he hit me? Well, the police said when they looked at him and looked at me, they said, you whooped the hell out of old boy. Who helped you? It was just me. I got tired of being whooped on, sir. What was I supposed to do? Mm-hmm. I had on this little bitty mini skirt, this little bitty top. Like, this a grown man. He like, why am I going to jail? They said, we about to call an ambulance for him. And I said, oh, well, he shouldn't have hit me. So in jail I went. Mm-hmm. In jail I went, and when I showed up, the desk sergeant said, I thought this was a domestic thing. Where's the man? Sergeant, we had to call the ambulance for him because she did him dirty. Mm. And I said, Sergeant, he hit me. Mm-hmm. He hit me first. And they said, but his wounds and everything, she had to have somebody else. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, nobody else. It was me and these claws. I was not playing with him. And I ended up in jail. Now, had I been thinking correctly and not in my feelings, none of that would have happened. So I made a permanent decision which landed me in jail based off of temporary feeling that it really didn't even mean nothing, because at the time I was freaking married.
Right.
So I shouldn't have been playing around with old boy in the first place.
So we have a question. What message would you leave with someone going through temporary hard season right now? Or what message would you give to somebody who's going through a temporary season right now? I have people on my Facebook page who reads my horoscopes, right? And this lady read my card for this week, and they said my belief in that everything is going to work out is going to be its strongest this week going into June. I have gone through a lot in my life, and I know that everything works itself out. I'm here because of that. So I don't know what your season is hard or what will make it better. But I do know what hard times look like. I do know what it is to lose a home. I know what it is to lose my car. I do know what it is to have an abortion, to have my ass whooped, to be on my way to jail, to be kicked out of school. You know, to lose a brother, to lose a parent, a grandparent. You know what I mean? And today I can smile for that reason. So hope that helps. But shit, what do I know? I'm so pissed about Friday.
I would say if you're going through a rough feeling right now, a rough patch, sit back and take some assessment first. We, as humans, we have a big problem. We're blamers. We're blamers. And we have a big problem with taking accountability for the problems that we pushed out there for some of the things that we received back. So I would say first, sit back and take some inventory. Take an assessment of your life and see if it's something in you that needs to be changed so that your circumstances can change as well. Also, just like Lake said, it's pretty much nothing that you can tell us about heartache because we've been through it.
Does somebody asked about resources. Is anybody aware of any resources?
Oh, absolutely.
Calvin, Dr. Mann, if you're on here, do you have any resources or anything that you can post in the comments?
I do know that the YMCA is still, even though they have the profit side, they're still a non-profit organization. You can reach out to them. You can always reach out to Forgotten Harvest. You can also reach out to Mommy and Me for the moms out there. I have more for women than I do men, and I do apologize, but I'm a woman, so pretty much I'm trying to help the women out there. Also, my telephone number is 313-626-4008. Again, that is 313-626-4008. There is not a person out here that I believe is past the point of help. So reach out to me, and I can more than sure find you what you need for someone to help you. I have people who can move you out of the state right now if you are in an unsafe environment and set you up somewhere else and make sure that you are set up correctly. Give me a call if you need any assistance in any way. I can find the resource for you.
Now,
yes.
Before
so we do have a resource that is on the screen.
Yeah, mental health.
Miss Sharisse, if you did want to jot that down, or it will be in the comments.
So before we get to the news and things going on this weekend, because we down to our last couple of minutes,
The
right?
news, yeah.
Sharisse asked, can one bad decision define a person forever? I will just say, real quick, it depends on what they did. That's me. I'm judgmental.
So.
But I just want to take a moment and thank Shannon for macing me, because I was going to kill you And if it wasn't for you macing me, I would be in prison for life. So temporarily, I was in my feelings, drinking too much wine one summer. And I went over my boyfriend, or maybe it was her boyfriend, or maybe it was both our boyfriends. Who knows? He's in prison. So we both won. I was tired of this chick. It had been years. Shannon know that she tormented me, but maybe she should have, because he was her man first. Maybe I deserved it. I didn't know when we met that they lived together. You also, the crazy part about Detroit, guys have a really bad way of effing with females in the same neighborhood. So, like, we would be at the grocery store together. We would be coming down 7 Mile at the same time. Like, it was just a crazy 4 years. But it came to head that one day she pulled up. Now, everybody knows, if you know me, I have a personalized plate. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not running from anybody. It says Lake 79. My name's on my car. She knew my name was on the car when she pulled up in the driveway. Okay. And then Shannon. Bring your monkey funky ass out here, because she loved the word funky. I was the funkiest bitch that Shannon ever met in her life. Shannon called me for years, and I was tired. So Rico says, sit your motherfucking ass right here. And I was like, this white and red wine is telling me otherwise. And I sat there on the bed for 2.2 minutes. And the wine said, how can she walk past your car with your name on it and knock on the door? This bitch don't know you. She don't know that you drove your drunk ass from downtown on Franklin Street all the way to Puritan for some penis that you ain't about to get right now, because nobody's screwing tonight. Okay. I get up there and Rico's like, God damn it, Keisha, I told you to stay there. No, you don't tell me shit. I am not your broad tonight. I am a human being that makes her own decisions. I attacked the fuck out of Shannon. She was on the car, legs swinging. Oh my God. They like, what are you doing? This funky broad, but you cool now. I don't know you that well, and I thank you. Reach around. She reached around. And maced me dead blank in my right eye. And I said, I gotta drop her.
Yeah, I have to now.
I just got my hair done. I ran into the house. They got me under the tub. I am I'm like a rabid dog now. Like, somebody get this water like on my face so I can get back out there. Right. So I runs back out. Oh my God. Now you done messed up my hair.
Listen, now we got another problem.
So now we got a whole nother problem. So now she in the car and they like, just get in the car. Man, I had to wear an eye patch for 2 weeks. Because mace to the eye blackens your eye and it closes. Yes, it does, baby. But I just say now, Shannon, thank you. Because he wasn't worth it. You know, that unsuccessful threesome we tried wasn't worth it.
Wait a minute. Stop. Stop. You said y'all had an unsuccessful threesome.
That's a whole different story. That doesn't have anything
to do with the
topic.
But that was a temporary feeling.
But it was I will say that had she not defended herself, then my whole life would be different. Yes, it would. And over somebody who even worth it. Was intentionally playing us both to the curb. We was his cake and he ate us too. Yeah. And ate y'all up. It just wasn't worth it. Like, you know. But I do love a light-skinned guy. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with it. I probably won't ever have one again, so I was just like thinking about it.
So you just thought it out there?
I don't know if I'm Barbara or Shirley, but
he's like, I'm somebody.
Come on, introduce me.
So real quick, we're gonna go to the news, y'all. We're gonna go to the news with Jay. Do we have is it the way we say it?
Jay with the news. Go ahead.
Thank you so very
Oh
much.
no, we're gonna let Lake do it. Lake, okay.
I really
Jay.
appreciate that. With the news. All right. And here we go, everybody. Jay with the news. So listen, y'all are out here clowning parents. Get y'all kids. What are y'all doing? Detroit police break up teen takeovers after hundreds gathered. Detroit police broke up multiple teen takeovers and block parties in 2 areas of the city where more than 300 to 400 people had gathered. The first gathering was at a park near 7 Mile and Greenfield. Another large crowd was reported near Schoolcraft and Montrose. During one of the gatherings, a brawl broke out. Of course, they're teenagers. In a separate incident, a group of teens entered a gas station and they started stealing from inside the gas station. A large police presence responded to the scene and multiple teens were detained as officers worked to get things under control. Listen here. Teens, if you hear the sound of my voice, to you soft-ass parents out there, the sound of my voice, I understand. Listen, a bunch of us, we grew up, baby, in the 90s. Where we used to take over 7 Mile, when we used to take over Belle Isle. And I understand that we were having fun. These kids don't understand what that means. We were never running in stores trying to steal things out of it. We was running in stores trying to buy up the most liquor that we could to get back on 7 Mile. Never to steal. Listen, I have teenagers. I have actually now, hey, yay me, I have one only now teenager in my home, and it's very, very scary. This is graduation season. Her prom is Thursday. Graduation is the following week. And of course, like most teens, she wants to be out there in the celebrations. And we can't allow that. And we're not allowing that because these kids are not the same type of kids that we were. The respect for elders, for property, is gone. So if you're going to be one of those parents that's going to allow your kids to be out here in the streets without you, please teach them some damn manners. Let them know what is okay and what is not okay. Now trust me, yes, parents, I hear y'all. Because I've been hearing it all weekend. We were kids too. Well, we were different type of goddamn kids. These little heifers and heifers is for girls normally. These little niggas out here are soft with a capital T with it. They soft. And if they gonna be out here, please teach them how to be out here, okay?
I think the crazy part is, didn't we have cars and we had swing outs? So we wasn't just walking up the block like with our shirts off. Like that's weird.
Yeah. Like this is
weird.
crazy. I saw that teen. I mean, I seen it on the news, and I'm like,
you like, oh, this real?
I said, no, they for real. Where are your parents? Where are your parents at? Because our parents. I understand once again, technology is different, right? Our parents didn't want us in the house. They said, you better go do something, but you better be back here when these porch lights come on. You better be on the block, right?
And you better not be embarrassing me.
Thank you.
Like that was my biggest thing with my mom. My mom did not want me. I was not allowed to embarrass her.
Not embarrass me. And y'all are allowing your kids to embarrass you out here. And I don't get it. But guess what? They out here. I saw multiple fights.
Wow.
These fights are vicious. And I don't know about anyone else. I taught my young ladies how to take care of themselves, how if you are hit to defend. But I have never taught my children how to be bullies. And a lot of the young ladies right now are bullies. Y'all need to put their asses back in etiquette class. To the next story. Suspect crashes into Detroit CVS during a smash and grab. First of all, I don't know if I'm more than sure all of y'all have been in CVS.
I have.
You been in CVS? You been in CVS? You been in CVS?
Yeah.
What the hell is in there that you want to run in there and smash and grab it?
My meds.
No shade on TV. People be having to pay out the wazoo for them if they don't got insurance.
Okay.
Shout out to the convenience side.
Investigating a smash and grab at a CVS on the city's, of course, east side. This incident happened early Sunday morning on Gratiot near Conner. An unknown suspect crashed a vehicle into the building, destroying a part of the building. It's currently unknown what was taken, and the investigation remains ongoing. Now, listen here. We've all been to CVS. We all said. Now, let's think about it. CVS open.
You mean to say everything?
I mean, I know everything is in there, but there's nothing inside of a CVS that is worth me going to jail for.
Especially not a Detroit one, because they don't sell liquor at the Detroit one.
You said, like,
they gotta be careful.
There is nothing inside of a CVS.
They gotta be careful.
That I am going to go to jail for is what I mean. Now, if I crash to a bank, okay, I understand that, but you crashed into a closed CVS for what? Some noodles and boodles? Some noodles and oodles? Some chips? Some laundry detergent? Come on, y'all. Come on. If we gonna commit some crimes, no, I ain't gonna say that. All right.
He's like, I can't get done crime.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So the very last one is a great one. I'm glad Lake is here as well, because I really have been really thinking about what Lake had said, and it was a couple of weeks ago, how mothers are looking for things, for their children to do. And a lot of these moms need it. They don't want it. They need for it to be free. And I understand that.
Thank you.
And today I have 9 Metro Detroit water parks, with water slides, wave pools, and lazy rivers opening for the summer. Now, some of these are not free.
I ain't playing with free water. Because I know who needs to bathe.
I'm not playing with
we just going to a Michigan Adventures. I swear to God. I done been to one. I mean, like, we used to go to Mount Elliott Park, and they got that's on the list, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Fuck that.
I never went.
Them kids be out there with soap.
Chandler Park was it for me.
Now, before I give y'all this 9 list, the first thing I want to say is, when you wake up that morning, bathe, exfoliate rigorously. If you know your child is yet to be completely potty trained, let's not put them in the water. If you know that it's been several days since you didn't bathe your child, let's not put them in the water. It is unfair for the mothers and the fathers out here that are properly taking care of their child's hygiene to have to deal with the dirty ones who parents fell short of their kids' hygiene. And I'm just telling you, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for our culture. It's embarrassing for our kind. They already don't want us there. They don't. Let's be honest. They don't want us there. Don't embarrass us. And that's my problem right now with society. We see how things are going. They want us to leave. They want us to go away. And y'all giving them every reason for them to keep wanting it. Let's behave like we have some type of self-respect for ourselves, for the people who came before us to fight, who fought for us to be in the positions that we are. Let's get that. I don't know what it is, but let's get it back, because we've lost it as a culture somewhere. We lost the respect. And our ancestors and elders, yeah, they shaking our head at us. I mean, they shaking their heads at us, and I understand why. Because we're a damn embarrassment. But here's the list.
Thank you.
Troy Family Aquatic Center in Troy. It will be opening up on May 25th, which was yesterday. That is going to be through Labor Day, 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Lake St. Clair Metro Park Pool in Harrison Township. They opened up as well this Memorial weekend. and that's going to be until Labor Day from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have the Rolling Hills Water Park in Ypsilanti. I'm gonna stop right there because now that I look at this list, honestly, who about to be in New Boston?
I will tell you this.
Who about to be in Milford?
I will tell you a couple of things. So Centerline has a great aquatic center.
Thank you, because I ain't even on here.
So you can do non-member payments for that, and it's like less than $10, as well as Romulus. Is that a Centerline jacket?
Yeah.
Romulus.
Madison Heights. Madison Heights is on here.
Madison Heights.
And
I don't know if some of those you do have to be residents. So I'm not sure about Madison Heights, but I do know out in Romulus, their rec center, they do teenage nights. It's less than $10. They also have an amazing water park, and I like those places because it's not close enough to the city, but also you do have the pirate ship at Mount Elliott Park. They just opened up a splash park at the new park. I can't think of the name, but it's right behind the post office. They also
is that the Wayne County Family Aquatic Center?
Wayne County Aquatic Center. That may be Romulus.
It just says in Detroit. Yeah.
I don't know where that's at.
I'm not sure either.
Chandler? That may be Chandler.
Maybe Chandler Park.
Chandler Park.
But the new park has the slides, and they also have a little splash park over there, the one that's behind the post office.
You are correct. Like it was Chandler Park.
Okay.
Nice. Why they just couldn't say Chandler Park?
Because they have to change the name. They want to change the image. Because everybody like, I ain't about to take my kids to Chandler Park. Chandler shot. So real quick, before we leave.
Oh wait, and that was Jay with the news. And
that was Jay with the news. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. The MetroDetroitNews.com if you want to read more about the stories, the water parks, and everything else. Go, Link.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, we're back with things to do in the city of Detroit. So I thank you for that introduction.
Yes.
Honest John's is starting their movie night starting on June 5th.
I love Honest John.
I was going to say, well, my note said they haven't announced it, but they are going to start the first movie with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh my God. What day?
June 5th. It will be the first day. We're also doing Java and Jazz series. It's going to be back. This is also free at the main library. You guys know I love my Java and Jazz. You can go on Eventbrite and get your free tickets. Okay. We also have free yoga at the Easter Market every Tuesday at 11:30 to 12:30. That's going to start.
There to help me with my downward dog
or your upward cat. But that's going to be starting next Tuesday, June 2nd. So if you guys see me running out of here or we got to get done with this show, I have to figure exactly what yoga classes I'm going to.
That sounds fun.
Me and my mom tried to show up at Palmer Park this Saturday for their chair yoga. You guys did not show up. Okay. I'm really upset about that, but I'm going to give you another chance on Saturday because you also said that you were going to be starting Tai Chi tonight. At 7 o'clock in the same location. So
in Palmer Park?
In Palmer Park, over by the community house, which is near their splash park.
That's off of 7
Gardens.
or 6.
It is off of Manchester. Or is that Manchester that swings through?
I'm really bad with direction.
Okay.
I want to say it's Manchester's that swings.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Okay. Yeah, the Swiggly Road, but it's between 7 and 6. So it's y'all know what street that is.
Google it. Look, you hear me? Google it. Yeah.
But we also have Movies in the D at Campus Martius that's going to be starting July 3rd, and their first movie is going to be National Treasure.
All right. So now, is that the one that we can sit in our vehicles, or is that the one we still have to bring our lawn chairs?
You have to bring your lawn chairs or your blankets, and we'll be talking more about that. Some really cool things. If you guys are familiar with the Nick Gilbert Way. What's the Nick Gilbert Way, Lake? It's over there by it's over there by the department, the new Hudson building. In between the two buildings there, you have the Nick Gilbert Way. Okay. And they are going to start featuring different things that's going on the summer. So today was the first day that they're doing lunch and listening. They have food trucks out there, and they will be having live music. They also will be having people playing chess. They also have pretzel pop-ups and silent book club readings.
I'm trying to get out my fear this summer of downtown Detroit. I'm trying to get out my fear.
Downtown.
Good thing for me.
So right here, okay, so we have lunchtime live music that started today on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. You can do the Twist pop-up bar. That's going to be down at Nick Gilbert Way every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday between 4 and 9 p.m. We have the local vendors market that's already started, and that's going to be between 4 and 9 p.m. on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays every week. And then you have the Sip and Wine clubs. That means they're going to have wine out there between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So you get your wine, you bring your book. That's going to be the next one is going to be June 24th. Okay?
Nice. Okay.
I need you guys to go to the River Conservancy. They have herbal walks. They have meditation. They have hammocks and me going on. They have yoga. And all these classes are free. I also found out today that we are back over there by the Spirit. They are going to be doing their weekly meetings. Do y'all know where the Spirit is?
No, I didn't even know what the heck the River Conservancy was. I'm like, what the hell is that?
So the Spirit of Detroit is going to be starting their weekly schedule. On Mondays, it's a Monday mixer during lunchtime with a live DJ. Ooh. On Tuesdays, you have Talent Tuesday. So if you are a live performer, you can come down and perform during your lunch break. On Wednesdays, it's Market Wednesday. That means they're going to have local vendors down there for you to shop during lunch, but it's also yin nights. During that night, you could do yoga and meditation under the city lights every Wednesday. On Thursday, it's Team Up Thursdays. That means if you're a part of a working team, you guys can go there and do team building exercises
we need to do
during
that.
lunch.
That's real.
And then Friday is going to be Lyrical Lounge. So they do karaoke during lunch, but at night it is Dancing with the D. So you're gonna have hustle instructors down there, and you're gonna have two-step instructors, and that go every Friday from 5 p.m. to 10. So
that's a good stretch.
We summertime in the D, y'all.
Shout out to like be everywhere. Shout out to Miss J. Sharisse. Listen. Y'all gonna be out. Y'all gonna be outside.
I'm trying to be outside.
I am going to be outside.
Well, I know who to call when I need something to do and be outside. I'm gonna call you ladies.
I got so much more. Y'all, I just don't want to bore y'all.
And just to get stuff that's safe.
We need to start looking for stuff. I am actually right now, a girlfriend put me in charge of what she's doing for her birthday. And she wants it to be a couples adventure thing.
Nice.
And she said, I'm letting you do it because your back can't take a lot. So we want to do something that you're going to be able to take. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have no ideas because everything I came in with, I can't do.
Well, I don't know what adventures are. What time of day are you guys starting?
It don't matter.
Okay, so you guys know that the conservatory is open on Bilal, which is free. That's the Flowers, which is right next to the aquarium. Our aquarium isn't big, but it's the oldest, most historical aquarium in the United States of America.
I haven't been since I was a kid.
It is open. And that is free. Nice. Y'all got I gotta promote the Dawson
downtown, right?
That on Bilal. All this is on Bilal. I gotta promote the Dawson Great Lake Museum. It is $5 per person, but all three of those locations and the Odolph Garden, so 4 places are right there in walking distance with each other, and that's just the beginning. I'm not done yet.
I'm gonna get her after this so she could help me plan.
No, these are really good to know because, like you said, everybody don't just always want to go out to eat and get drinks and things. Like I want to start to do something.
She wants to do something adventurous,
to enjoy. And when I go back home, I want to be like, you know what? I had a good time tonight. Not okay, I went out to eat again. Yeah, I had to eat because I gotta eat. Yeah, I got a little tipsy.
And you know what I want? I'm not going out to have a good time. I'm going out for moments.
Right. And experiences. So last but not least, y'all know that I'm a big promoter of Drinks by Design. For those of you who are go to designcore.org and get your ticket, your free ticket. Yeah.
Design what?
Another thing.
Design what?
Drinks. Designcore.org. Drinks by Design is an event where they host at a new building in Detroit, an industrial business, every month throughout the summer. So it gives you the opportunity to see new places. Detroit is transforming. Yeah. And people are out here and everybody doesn't look like you. Okay. Y'all gotta know that everybody is not your age and everybody does not look like you. That's true. Last thing, you guys heard me talk about Devo Detroit. Devo Detroit is Reverend Sheffield's rec center that he took the library on Livernois. We have a comedy show, I'm promoting it like I work for them. So they do free events. If you go to devodetroit.org or Event Noir, on June 10th, Donnell Rawlings is performing for free. And it's limited tickets. Now, I don't know if y'all know who Donnell Rawlings is.
Yeah. Absolutely, we know.
The David Chappelle show.
Yeah, Ashy guy.
Yeah.
Now, I can promise you, when he opened up for Dave Chappelle, I did not want him to stop. I did not. Dave Chappelle was
he's amazing.
Yeah, but we got free tickets here.
We got free.
So
send me that too.
So y'all need
I'm gonna be outside.
I already
That's what I said. We're gonna listen outside. It's the place to be doing new things.
I want to take my grandson to some places.
Moments.
Yes.
I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid. There's so much to do under $15. They have archery classes down at the Outdoor Adventure Park. You guys or just go to Outdoor Adventures, especially with a little one like that. Oh my God, it is so fun, and they have a tree house. I miss King being that age, so.
Say the little itty bitties.
Yep. So,
alrighty, well.
I can do this all day, y'all.
Okay. Well,
there you go. We gotta go.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We will see you guys tomorrow. It'll be me, Britt, Miss J, Sharisse, and Mild. So we will see you tomorrorow. And go get some sun. Go suck up some sun. Have fun today.
It's gonna be hot today.
Yeah.
Behave.
Pack your patience.
Metro Detroit.
Peace.
Bye.
In a world where knowledge is power, understanding the law matters. Welcome to Let's Talk Legal Podcast, where law and community meet. Join Judge Sean B. Perkins and Dr. Calvin T. Mann every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they break down real legal issues impacting everyday people, bringing law to the community with honest conversations, real insight, and information you need to know. Subscribe now to Let's Talk Legal Podcast on YouTube. If you don't talk, you just might walk.
Rise and grind, morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances.